Greetings and much blessings. It is my belief that humans are not animals, nor are we mammals. We may be composed of certain things, but that doesn't mean that we are biologically the same. Look no further than insects. Yes, they have blood, they have skeletons, they produce life, but we don't call them mammals. Heck, we don't even call them animals. We call them insects. So it's a lot of things to say that, a lot of life forms have been generalized for the most part. Now, as far as those that live the human experience, we bleed, we have offspring, we may be even warm-blooded. But that's just all part of the Creator's design. There's certain ways He wanted us to be designed, and for Him, that's what was best. Now, as far as our form, anatomically speaking, we are made in His image as it is written in Scripture. Now, one may argue, what about primates? They look similar to us, right? Yes and no. Here's the thing. I see primates as more or less a reincarnation. But that's for another story. But I would say, overall, let's kind of just go down a different road with something that I wanted to bring up to you all. What about, instead of comparing us to animals and mammals, how about this? How about let's talk about the contrast of humans from animals and mammals? Because see, my thing is this, animals are pretty much superb as far as their natural capabilities, whether they can run fast, or they have sharp teeth, or they have a lot of strength, or they can swim well, they can fly, they can dig a hole, they can knock down a tree, they have great sensories, or they have good echolocation. But humans seem to be very frail in regards to the animal kingdom. We don't have a lot of these capabilities. Why don't we have sharp teeth? Why aren't we the fastest? Why aren't we the strongest? Of course, the scientists will tell you, well, you have big brains. That's where the human part comes in, because what we lack for in might, we make up for it with technology. But to me, this represents the fact that the human species has been dumbed down. I believe at one point in time, humans were living out their true forms of the angelics and the gods. We've lost those capabilities just due to the sin that we brought into this earth, that we brought into this world. And that's why we lost a lot of our capabilities. Just imagine if we had those same superhuman capabilities right now. This world would be worse. Forget weapons of mass destruction. We would have capabilities of mass destruction at this time. And I think about the movie X-Men and how the humans hated the mutants. Yeah, the humans hated the mutants in that movie. They were jealous. That's all it was. The humans were jealous because they did not possess any type of superhuman or mutant powers. And lo and behold, the same is true today as far as people having certain jealousies. I mean, we've lost a lot of these different capabilities, and that's kind of why we are where we're at. I mean, did you know, like, the strand of hair that is on your arm, based on aerodynamic tests, your arms have hairs that are good for 40 miles an hour. Yes, so the aerodynamic hair follicles on your arms indicate that you could have ran at 40 miles an hour. We had that kind of speed. We've seen athletes that can get up to at least 30 miles an hour. So that's to say that, yes, there is still a handful of us who still have certain types of angelic and godly capabilities, but this is very far few in between. Because I think as of now, I mean, we just have lost out on a lot of these capabilities that we once had. And I don't think we'll be able to get that back again unless there's some divine intervention or once you cross over into the next life. But this is to say, this represents the true cosmos about why humans aren't animals and why we cannot be compared to animals. We are contrasted to animals. We lack the capabilities of animals. We may have some ingenuity, but I think more or less it represents the fact that humanity has been dumbed down. We lost a lot of these other capabilities that we could have had. We could have also flew. We could have also ran fast. We could have done a lot of things. But, we've lost these capabilities. Yeah, we could have done a lot of things. Sin has made us lose a lot of these capabilities. When you're in the womb, before you're born, you're a fetus. At that time, you're actually amphibious. So just a lot of things to keep in mind, just to kind of just have you think on some things. We are more than what we think we are. Being human is not what you think. It is definitely not us being animals or mammals. Y'all stay blessed.